Welcome, everyone, to the Alex and Ava Podcast. Today, we're focusing on one of the most practical English skills, asking for directions. Ava, why is this such a crucial topic for beginners?
It's essential because we all get lost sometimes, especially in a new city or country. Knowing how to ask for help in English can make travel less stressful and even safer. Plus, it's a real confidence booster.
That's so true. Even with smartphones, there are moments like losing internet access where we need to rely on spoken English. So, mastering this skill can really save the day.
Exactly. And beyond emergencies, it opens up opportunities to interact with locals and learn about culture. Asking for directions turns strangers into helpful guides, making your trip richer and more enjoyable.
Let's break down how to start the conversation. Ava, what's a polite way to get someone's attention when you're lost?
A classic and friendly opener is, "Excuse me, can you help me?" It's short, respectful, and shows you're not demanding, just requesting assistance.
Great point. Politeness really matters, especially in English-speaking cultures. Saying, "excuse me," signals respect. Would you say there are other phrases that work well too?
Definitely. You could also try, "Sorry to bother you," or "May I ask you something?" These small phrases set a positive tone and make people more willing to help.
Now, after you've started politely, you need to ask your question. What's the most direct way to ask where something is?
The simplest is, "How do I get to place?" For example, "How do I get to the city museum?" It's clear and easy to understand.
Are there alternatives if you forget that phrase?
Yes, you can say, "Where is the place?" or "Can you tell me the way to place?" All of these are commonly used and effective.
Once you ask, you'll hear a variety of instructions. Ava, what are some typical phrases locals might use when giving directions?
You'll often hear "go straight," meaning walk forward. "Turn left" or "turn right" tells you which way to go at a corner. People might add details like "at the traffic light" or "after 2 blocks."
That's helpful. Let's not forget terms like next to, meaning beside, and in front of, which means directly before something. These help you spot landmarks.
Absolutely. Landmarks like the museum is next to the library or the bus stop is in front of it help you visualize the location, making it easier to find your way.
Let's analyze a real conversation. Imagine you're the tourist and I'm the local. Ava, what's the first thing you'd say?
I'd start with, "Excuse me, can you help me?" Then I'd ask, "How do I get to the city museum?"
Perfect. I might answer, "Go straight for 2 blocks, then turn left at the traffic light. The museum is next to the library."
If you want to be sure, you could follow up with, "Is it near the bus stop?" That way, you confirm the landmark.
Exactly. Practice makes these conversations feel more natural, especially when you break them down step by step. Sometimes, directions can be confusing, especially if you're nervous. Ava, what can you do if you don't understand the answer right away?
Don't be afraid to ask for clarification. Say, "Could you repeat that, please?" Or, "Sorry, can you say that more slowly?" Most people will be happy to help.
That's a great tip. You can also repeat what you heard. "So, I go straight and then turn left." This helps confirm you understood correctly.
Exactly. And if you're still unsure, you can ask them to point or even draw a simple map. Using gestures is universal and bridges language gaps.
Let's talk more about landmarks. Why are they so important when asking or giving directions, Ava?
Landmarks like a library, a park, or a big statue give you reference points. They're easier to spot than street names, which can be hard to read or pronounce.
Would you say that landmarks are universal, or does their usefulness differ by city?
They're pretty universal, though in some cities, locals might use small shops or unique buildings. Always listen carefully for these clues that can really guide your way.
Transitioning from theory to practice, role-playing is a powerful way to learn. How does acting out these conversations help language learners, Ava?
Role-playing lets you practice real-life situations in a safe space. It builds muscle memory for phrases, so you're less likely to freeze up when you actually need them.
That's like rehearsing for a play. The more you practice, the more confident you become. Can you suggest a simple role-play exercise for our listeners?
Sure. One person asks, "How do I get to the train station?" The other gives directions like, "Go straight, then turn right." It's next to the supermarket. Switch roles and repeat for different places.
Let's address a few common mistakes. What are some things beginners often get wrong when asking for directions?
A big one is forgetting to be polite. Jumping straight to the question can seem rude. Also, people sometimes use incorrect prepositions, like saying at the library instead of next to the library.
Pronunciation can trip people up too. Mispronouncing place names might confuse locals. Pausing to listen and repeating the name back helps avoid this.
Absolutely. And don't worry about making mistakes. Most people appreciate your effort and will try to help, even if your English isn't perfect.
To wrap up, let's imagine a real-world scenario. Suppose you're late for a meeting and your phone dies. How can you use today's skills with confidence, Ava?
Stay calm, approach someone with a smile, and use the phrases we've practiced. Excuse me, can you help me? And so on. The more you practice, the easier it becomes.
And remember, every interaction is a chance to improve. Even if you get a bit lost, you're learning and connecting with people. That's the real value of language.
Exactly. Keep practicing, role play with friends, and soon asking for directions will feel natural. Thanks for joining us, and happy exploring!